Hi, everyone, and welcome to Live from Beyond. I'm Kevin.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kim.
And that's Nick. And this is Live from Beyond. We are continuing tonight our Distant Shore campaign here at the end of February 20th.
And I'm Nick.
And
Nailed it.
yeah, no, that was terrible. And this is going to be the final session of this leg of the Distant Shore campaign. So why don't you guys go ahead and tell us just a smidge about your characters. Get us going. Alex?
Yeah.
Same order, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, no,
We just went over
got
this.
it.
Why don't you tell us about the character of the GM? Actually, since we're going
Great.
in order.
Solid character.
So, Tony is a stealthy hunter of sorts at the moment. Has, traversed Earth, then Shit World, then Dinosaur World, and finds himself really wanting to go home. Finally, being able to communicate home has been some hope has arisen within Tony, and that's all he wants to do. And even though now he's fairly damaged from a fight with a I don't even know, like a steampunk dinosaur is the best way to put it. I think we're gonna segue into another game next week with that steampunk dinosaur. So
Yeah, I think it was like a cyber raptor. Anyways, all right, Mika.
Yeah, my name is Kim, and I'm playing Mika Reyes, who is a cyborg. And honestly, maybe Mika would just stay in this world. She's a cyborg. That's pretty cool. They worship cyborgs, so that's a pretty good deal, I think.
Yeah, not bad. And you, Nick?
I'm playing Oliver Constantine, and Oliver Constantine has been through all the same crap that Tony listed. But he's feeling a little bit like he's starting to feel like even though he's now in Dinosaur World, he's a little bit stuck back in all those other places too. He's feeling a bit out of sorts and just wants to get home to Tukla.
Fair enough. All right. Well, so when last we left, I believe that Tony Zacapa had just had a cyber raptor explode its heart all over him. Is that right?
yeah,
And
Something like that.
And Mika and Oliver had just gotten themselves into a gunfight. Well, let's see. I'm not sure where we should start.
I want to clarify. I'm pretty sure Mika got us into the gunfight.
Right.
By refusing to listen to the Dark Lord of nothing.
He's just like, come over here, and it's like, this is boring. Let's just fight.
All
I'm gonna
right.
punch you in the face now.
Yeah, I think you punched him in the face with a gun, which was pretty cool. I can't.
He was
lie.
kind of asking for it. He was
All
being
right,
all
so-
mysterious and weird about it. Like, just come on, just don't stop pussyfooting around.
Fair enough.
Don't be weird.
Just don't be weird.
So we'll start with Tony then. So Tony, this creature tilts back its head and screams as these pistons rage on top of its back, and its chest just explodes, spraying gore all over you, as it its back obviously the servos are too strong, and it continues to pull it into a unnatural shape as it kind of half crumbles to the ground, half contorts into a dinosaur pretzel.
All right. Well, with that thing exploding, I take the time to look around to see if there's any if that exit with the torches, if I can head in that direction. But before I go, I see if anything on this dinosaur looks quickly salvageable.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is that this thing is still twitching around. You see a piece of machinery that looks like it would be reasonably self-sufficient, but you're gonna have to dart your hands in there between slashing jaws and claws and sparks and other things.
Am I?
If you want to get it.
No, I mean, like, I don't think I'll have to, but I'll tell you why in a sec.
Okay.
Hold on. I have hand to eye, and you tell me if this doesn't
Oh, that's fine.
apply.
That's fine.
This ability provides an asset to any task. Oh, an asset. Great, let's do it. Doorbell. Wait a minute.
All right. Well, then shifting back over to Mika and Oliver.
Alex,
Doesn't sound like any doorbell I've ever
that's
heard.
a dog.
It's a delivery.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I can get it. So yeah, it just gives me an asset to any asset, manual dexterity, pickpocketing, lockpicking, games involving agility, and so on.
All right, sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, so it's a difficulty 5.
Like, woo! That's a nice difficulty.
It was going to be 4, but then you told them about that asset you had.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm going to use some effort here, or so, I'm going to, whatever it's called, words. And let's see if I have anything else that would help me. My character sheet. Nope. All right, so I'm going to lower it to a 2. I'm a strength, lower it to a 2, but not die. Oh wow, good thing I lowered it to a 2. Okay, yeah. Success.
All right, yeah. Nice. All right, so you just reach your hand in, you grab it, and you pull out a piece of machinery that seems to have like several of the creature's glands attached to it. It's like it seems to be like a couple of pistons, and it's got like like this these prongs, which you think you could probably attach to yourself should you feel the need.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say like glands and like eat. I was like,
No. So this is the thing that you would attach to yourself, and it would speed you up for a number of rounds before an inevitable slowdown.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. It's like almost like some sort of Nazi. What do you call it?
Well, a lot shorter term. So this is going to be like like 2 to 3 turns of increased speed, and then a pretty big like fall off.
You die.
And then I pick up my reality spike and go on my way. So next person.
Nice one, Alex. Nice.
Yep. That reality spike is it's where it's going to be.
Spiked.
Like everything else here is temporary compared to that reality spike.
Got it.
All right. But you hear a voice on the radio.
Oh, is it Kim dying, or is it
or is it
like
Nick dying?
Action?
Which
Or is
ones
it,
of his friends dying a terrible, horrifying death is it?
Or is it like our Earthside
Yeah.
Snow?
You hear a joke, or you hear somebody over the radio. It says, "Yeah, I was just talking to him. I don't know what happened. Maybe they decided to drop out again."
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Antietam.
Antietam, thank God you're back.
Hey, I don't know if you've been if you've been tracking us, but is there any way you can get us back?
So the guys, the voice says, I'm not sure exactly what your location is, Antietam. You kind of went off the scope here.
How long ago?
It's been about 12 hours.
I spent more than that covered in shit.
Okay.
How long?
Oliver
have we
Guns is
been-
like rolling his eyes really heavily during his gunfight at this point.
How
At
how
this
long has it been?
conversation.
It's been like 2-3 months or something like that.
No.
It's been like a week.
Oh, a week. That's right. Because we. Yeah.
Well, what's your situation, Antietam? Are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all hurt. Listen, I don't want to confuse things anymore, and I can't say I claim to understand them, but we've been
Yeah.
we've been in some sort of other dimension or stasis or something. It's been much longer than us, for us, about a week maybe.
You hear like a silence, and he says,
He's not gonna believe you.
Yeah, I know.
"Listen, we got to get rolling here. If you're in any kind of danger, we should sort this out immediately."
Good what?
I mean, send everybody. I think if you can get here, everyone.
But tell them to bring dinosaurs because their guns are gonna stop working.
Yeah, right. I say, yeah, well, we are in danger. We're all hurt.
Says, "Listen, Antietam, can you can you get to a safe place?"
No, I'm pretty sure I can't.
He says, "Listen,
Oh, bitch.
are you still near the anomaly?"
No, we're in the anomaly. We're inside. I'm on the other side.
You hear like a more silence. He says, "All right, listen, the director is taking a personal interest in what's going on down there, and she's gonna be making a personal appearance. I suggest you guys get your stories straight, or we might be out of a job soon."
I hate this man.
Who the fuck cares about our job? We're about to die, asshole.
What do you mean down there? Does he know where we are? Does anybody know where we are? We don't even know where we are.
Well, I kind of do.
Do you?
I'm getting a sense of it.
Okay. Well, anytime you want to enlighten the rest of us.
Yeah, I just tell him, like, all right, listen, we'll be there in probably like 30 seconds, so don't worry about it. either we'll be there or we won't be, right? Like that's
all right. So you like continue to talk to him, but like his voice gets like lower and lower and like slower and slower.
Well, we need Tony. I don't need Tony. If Tony's gonna like continue a conversation, I would interrupt that because we need some help.
No, I'm coming the whole time. I'll be like walking like down this hallway.
So as you start to like walk down the hallway, the signal starts to get like fainter and fainter.
All right. Well, this is where I lose him because like he's like telling me about like protocol and how, you know, they expect a certain like timeline out of us, and I tell him to suck an egg.
Wow, bold. All right. Okay. That's fine. All right. So Mika, you like I guess dash behind this this stone sarcophagus that Oliver is near, just as like laser blasts are like bouncing off all around, and I guess Oliver's there. Like you both, sitting behind. You can like the flecks of rock are like showering down upon you. What do you guys? You glance over. You see Oliver. What's Oliver doing?
Well, I think I just shot a guy, so I'm doing that.
Sure.
So we're like in. So that's right. We're in cover behind this sarcophagus, right? But Nick or Oliver is out of it at least. And how many like of the like cultists are there?
I believe it said there were 6.
Did we like kill any of them?
No.
Say
one of them was like a little bit hurt by my shot, but not terribly hurt by it.
Mm-hmm.
As I recall.
Say how's it been, Oliver?
Whatcha?
Are we like in the middle of a gunfight?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Oliver like ignores you and takes another shot, like at whatever that guy that's on his knees.
That man.
Say the that the head honcho out there doesn't seem to really be phased by gunfire. So, got any ideas?
I mean, nope. We could run away.
I'm not sure there's another exit than through the massive cultist, unfortunately. So,
Question. I was staring through the like cement of the sarcophagus.
Okay.
If I were to, I don't know, do it again or keep it going or anything like that, could I give like a swing around to the wall behind us and see if there's like any hallways we could like blast our way through into or something like that?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So there are like obviously rooms beyond the wall that you are looking at, right? You don't. The walls don't seem particularly like thin, but you know. Yep.
I say, we could just blast through the wall behind us. They don't seem particularly thin, but perhaps a concentrated fire would do it.
Mika will kind of like quickly glance over the sarcophagus at where her like rifle ended up when she threw it at the head honcho, and I say, why don't you figure it out, and I'll keep them busy in the meantime. And she kind of like puts out her fist, and her like arm sword like shoots out, and she'll vault over the sarcophagus and attack the nearest cultist.
Sure. Okay. Why don't you give me a might check to do that, Oliver? You can give me a speed check to do your shooting that you were doing.
What's the difficulty of the attack? 5.
And then I'm going to head in whatever.
Are these cultists like the greatest people ever in the world, or something like that?
No, they're like mutants.
Okay. I have to wing some of my stuff because my computer like restarted itself and just wiped the Oliver Constantine that I had open with like the last 3 sessions of numbers and stuff.
All right. So I have medium bashing. I'm just gonna punch the guy. Does the same damage as a sword, anyways.
Okay.
So that will lower it to a 3. I will spend 1 might point to lower it to a 2. And I lost roll 20 here. Success. It does 4 damage.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll say you can catch the one that Nick had shot before. You like spin around and like slicey stab this cultist. He's sort of got like a reptilian like turtle shell thing going on, and your blades like slide right into it, and he like starts to cough up blood and then like slumps to the ground. Give me a. Okay,
so I have an ability called successive attacks, where if I like kill a guy, I can spend speed points to get another attack.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Keep going, Kim.
At least let me just make sure that I'm doing this right. Successive attacks. If you take down a foe, you can immediately make another attack at the same turn against a new foe within your reach. Second attack is part of the same action, blah blah. Okay, so this costs 2 speed points. Spend those. Edge doesn't apply to these types of costs, right?
So they do, but I'm not sure that this would be like a separate action.
So because I spent might points before, I wouldn't be able to spend speed points on this.
No,
or I can't apply the edge. Is it you can only apply edge once per action?
I guess I'm not quite sure how it works with different things.
It specifically
I would
does
think you'd
say
be able to.
the second attack is part of the same action. So I guess if you can only spend edge once per action, I would not be able to.
Yeah, I guess.
But
you
your
can.
edge is different for different things, right? Like you have might edge and the speed edge that are separate.
Well, I'll spend it, and then once it's no longer my action, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll just refund it if that's possible.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say you'd get your edge for each separate pool, but probably since it's the same action, you probably can't like. I don't think you can use your might edge again on the second attack.
I'll spend an XP to reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. Alright, I'm not gonna blow all my XP. Alright, yeah, so Mika kind of vaults over the sarcophagus, catches the nearby guy who's off kilter, slugs him across the face, and he goes down. She spins around, but the other she raises her sword to bat off the attack of another cultist and can't quite nail him with the follow-up attack.
Right. Okay, cool. All right, so give me a speed defense roll as some of the other guys take shots at you. This would be difficulty 4. And Oliver, let me know what you're doing here.
Oh wait, you didn't tell me how difficult the speed test was. I was just waiting.
4.
Okay.
That was your shooting for before, as well as maybe now. But like, if you want to do something else after that, let me know.
I got an 18 on my speed defense roll, so success.
Right. You Deion Sanders.
Okay, got it. All right. I don't have anything that I think I can really use for this, so I'm gonna spend down to a 2.
Okay, cool. All right, and then what are you doing? What's your?
Well, so what happens? I want to like punch some shit through the wall.
Oh, you're trying to shoot. Okay, so you this was for you took some shots before.
I was trying to continue the firefight. If that's what this is for, then yes.
So okay, so you pull up from your position and lay some covering fire. Maybe that helps Mika avoid the laser blasts. And manage to wound. How much? You just do the regular.
I think it's 4 damage. I think we said.
Okay. All right, and so you can also spend effort on damage. By the way, if you want to, that's like a thing that you can.
Not if you spent it already in order to use.
Yeah. Right. So you have like some number of level of effort, right? Probably have like 3 effort. 3. If you spent 2, you still can spend another level effort to increase the damage. But I think it would be 3 points to start off. Anyways.
No, let's just leave it.
Right. So you managed to land some good hits on some of the other like mutant cultists and start to go back down for cover. But I'm going to offer you an intrusion. This shadowy being. Like he like catches your eye and he like sort of like raises his hand towards you and you begin to feel.
He catches my eye with what? Isn't he like made out of nothing?
Yeah. But like he sees into your
dimensional eye.
The nothingness catches your eye.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
the nothingness catches my eye, and what happens?
There should be something there.
And he like raises his hand and you begin to feel like the direction of gravity changing.
In which way?
You gotta see. If that's the intrusion, take it or leave it.
Oh yeah, I said I'll take it.
All right, sure. Take your XP and give somebody else an XP.
All right, I give it to Aaron.
Nope.
William Pembroke. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I give it to Mika Reyes because we're in the fight together.
All right.
To Rosie.
A fateful decision.
Not playing.
All right. Well, the special thing about this intrusion is that the person you picked now becomes the new center of gravity for you, and for them. So you begin to like tumble downwards towards Mika, and Mika begins to like tumble downwards towards you. Yeah.
I mean upwards, I guess.
Well, sit down.
All right. All right.
So wait, what happens when we like crash into each other? We like spin like
We
really
start
fast.
orbiting.
Eventually,
Yeah, you like kind of like bounce off each other a little bit, and then like begin like
Until we find a stable.
All right, so
we spin so fast that like our bodies literally disintegrate.
Then nothing. This guy's like, oh my god, I've never seen this before.
You should have chosen me, Nick. That would have been way better.
Probably would have been bad.
all right, so anyways, so you feel this begin to happen. What are you guys going to do, Mika? Like all of a sudden, like like the direction that's down becomes different.
How hard is the pull, Kev?
Gravity,
So
Okay.
9.8 meters per second.
Pretty weak. Gravity
No.
got nothing on me.
Oliver is still on the other side of the sarcophagus from me, right? So I jumped over to
I
fight
don't know,
this guy.
I think he was like sort of standing up over the cover, so all of a sudden we'll see. Yeah, maybe Oliver, you can kind of catch yourself to keep from falling off the like.
Well, that was
cliff
gonna be my thing. Yeah, if I could like grab onto the edge
So-
of the
So
lip of it
down
or something like
down for me is towards Oliver. Is that what's going
Yes.
on?
That's right.
You're like falling backwards, I guess.
But theoretically, then we could both kind of stand on the side of the sarcophagus on opposite sides of it, right?
Yeah, if you could arrange such a thing.
But so, well, I don't know, did you move since?
I mean,
So
to be
yeah.
completely honest, I wasn't really behind the sarcophagus, to my knowledge, the last time we played. So if we moved there,
No,
then
there
I
was
guess-
a little narrative license.
right, which is fine. I'm just saying, if we moved there, or if like that's where I was,
Yeah.
then no, I don't think I've moved. I mean, I may have like ducked around the corner to take my
Yeah,
shot,
I
but
think-
I don't think I'm like.
Yeah, I think you sort of stood up to take shots, and
Yeah.
we can try to see if you can grab onto the side here.
Well, I'm gonna
Sure.
try to essentially land on the side of the sarcophagus, if that makes sense, compared to where
Sure.
Oliver is.
Okay.
You guys just go like feet to feet, and like spin around. Like
Mm-hmm.
That's not the things I want touching.
you guys can also scissor. Like
Okay.
Nope. Let's just.
All right. So I think a lot of this plan revolves around Oliver
get it.
Constantine's ability to stay on the sarcophagus. So why don't you give me a speed test? It's difficulty 3, but I'll offer you another intrusion.
Man, this guy's really going
Pushing
for
it?
it, huh?
You're offering
So
it
the
to
intrusion
Nick, right?
is that a laser blast knocks a piece loose of the sarcophagus, and its surface begins to fracture.
Are you talking to me or to Nick?
To Oliver.
Okay.
So how does my assessing danger work?
No. You got to decide whether you're taking this.
No. But
Intrusion.
I've been trying to understand how that works. I don't feel like looking it up.
is this exact situation? I think it's
Shouldn't have this
like
thing
the
open
second
now.
page of assessing danger. It says like if you are losing gravity and like sharing it with another person.
No, but I can't remember if it's just in general about like, if something dangerous is happening to you, you can like sense it and react to it. That
I think it's just initiative, from what I recall.
okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, so you're saying a piece of the sarcophagus is breaking off?
Yeah, so laser fire like rakes the side of the sarcophagus and like it begins to like crack and shatter.
Doesn't break off unless you choose for it to break off. Nick. It can be a weenie, and you choose not to.
What does the peanut gallery say?
Do it. Be a man. Do the right thing. Give Tony the XP.
All right. I will take the intrusion and give Tony the XP.
Oh
All right.
man, I can't believe that worked.
That's fine. All right, so then it is a difficulty.
Oh, that's
6
fine.
speed
Yeah, we
test.
know it's fine for you. That's what you want.
So it's now a difficulty 6 speed test as the like sarcophagus is like literally falling apart as you try to like stand on it.
Yeah. How far apart are Mika and I?
I think probably about like you started probably about like maybe 15, 20 feet apart.
Emotionally
Is
mild.
there anybody
Wow.
between us? Are any of the enemies between us?
You're about to squeeze the guy fucking together.
I'll say yes on a roll of 1 out of 6. Nope. Nobody. Not quite.
I really wanted you guys to like squeeze a band together. It's like a random innocent.
All right, so
I'm looking at stuff. I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll still try.
Okay.
But I need to know how my assessing danger might help here or not.
I don't really see how assessing danger. It doesn't seem like it's a situation whose danger is difficult to assess.
Yeah, but like,
Goddamn dangerous.
you know what I mean.
Like a more accurate assessment of the danger would not really aid you here. It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
but like, why not?
I think he's asking if he can probably get an asshole.
I don't
Knows what
see.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't see how assessing danger would really help you. It seems clear that the situation is dangerous, and if you knew precisely how dangerous it was, you'd still know it was like pretty dangerous.
All right, fine, fuck it, whatever. I'm not even gonna read. Okay, so I'm kind of winging it, like I said, but I'm pretty sure you said a 6.
I did say 6.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could. It's 3 and then 2 for every spend after that.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, I'm pretty sure I can wipe out. And, nah, fuck it. I don't need to wipe it all out. I'm going to drop this to a 4.
Okay. All right.
Nope.
All right.
But I'll spend that XP you just gave me to try again.
All right. Fair enough.
Nope. But I'll spend that XP I got last time and also gave to Mika Reyes to try again.
All right.
Wait, what do you mean also gives you?
All right, I'm giving up.
Oh, Nick, come on.
I literally like I'm.
I mean, you already
I'm
spent
only
so
like
much on
90%
it.
sure.
Surely another
even.
point.
What?
You already spent so much on it. Surely another point is worth it.
I'm only like 90% sure how many points I even have to spend. So like I'm not gonna.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go
All
crazy.
Right. Okay. All right. So Mika, your plan is a good one, but it seems that Oliver has made it not really a possibility as he like slips off the side of the coffin. Some stone breaking off underneath his feet as he or I guess he's kind of crouched on the side anyways as he like tumbles towards you. Do you want to come up with a new plan real quick here, or what do you think?
So the whole sarcophagus is like crumbling. Is that the thing?
But he's like basically like slipped off the side of it.
So everybody's seen Star Trek 4, right?
It seems clear that he will like clear the esophagus. His esophagus will clear the sarcophagus by the time you reach each other. Like you will not be able to land on the sarcophagus.
And so Miko, what you're gonna need to do is let it happen. Pull towards me as fast as you can, and then slingshot around me back into our dimension.
Wait, what about me? You can't just.
I mean, you're pretty close to what I'm going to suggest, actually. So first of all, I just found the relevant section of the whole edge thing, and it sounds like you can apply. Each of your 3 different edges can apply once for each action. So you can't apply Might Edge twice, but you can, like in my case, I applied Might Edge to the attack roll, so I can apply my Speed Edge to the other thing.
That sounds right.
So yeah, my question was going to be like, do I understand what's happening enough to try some kind of weird slingshot maneuver.
You just say you are.
You know what? I've asked for a lot of intelligence checks in this leg of the campaign, and I don't feel like I want to ask for a lot more. So I'll say yeah.
Okay.
Also, he had that whole experience with the hallway thing, right? This
Yeah,
feeling
that's true.
of like his
No,
gut suddenly falling in a new direction.
Yeah. I guess I'm not really worried about. Yeah, Mika has experienced the whole gravity shifting thing. I guess my question was more is, do I understand that somehow Oliver and Mika are like
Oliver?
So I mean, if
you don't, right, you're falling in my direction. So if you want me to like
sure,
grab hands with you and like push off each other, you would be able to figure that out no matter what.
I mean, we could say Mika is a highly trained agent, and so maybe she can make that like conclusion in a split second, or at least make that assumption. And what I want to do then is essentially try to grab onto Oliver and like swing around and use the weird like gravity shifting momentum to launch myself back into the fight.
Does Mika realize she's falling for Oliver?
Sorry, say again.
What's that?
I'm going to repeat what I said because I don't want anybody to hear what Alex said. I said, do you have rockets on that robot body of yours?
No, just swords. Oh, sorry, sword.
Rocket.
All right, yeah. So I'll give that a. So I think this is a difficulty 6 speed.
Okay. Does balance apply?
Looks like it would.
All right, I'll give you balance, but like, yeah, it's kind of like a half thing. So if you give me another one that's like kind of a half thing, I'm going to say no. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So I got to find some whole things.
Cheater.
Yeah, it's got to like that's kind of half-assed. I'll give you a half-assed one, but like 2 half-assed ones is still just one.
It has to do with balance and stuff.
It does have to do with balance. It's maybe like 3/4 assed. It's definitely not full assed though.
So that brings it to you said we're starting at a 6, right?
Yeah.
All right.
5.
So Oliver coming at me, I guess my question is, can he help me? Does he like realize what's going on? Can I like
Sure.
yell to him like I'm gonna slingshot, and like he kind of like puts himself in a position so that I
know
can
exactly what you mean.
Yeah. No,
Right, so
we're like this, right? So he like
Here's what I'm going to say. If you give me an example of a time when you and Oliver exhibited clockwork like teamwork, you can use that as an asset.
Don't forget, I'm really good at discerning people's dispositions and getting a hunch about them. So I'm like, I know what he's going for here. I can see it. I can see
All
it
right.
in his
Well,
eyes.
yeah. So you're going to have to be like, remember that time in, and then.
You want to take this, Mika Reyes?
I'm
I
just trying to
think we
say-
all still have
I think
a
unfortunately
draft.
my background link is to some guy you've never heard of, Amir Haddock.
You mean Alex's son?
I remember a time when you and Gianluigi Della Castenta did a pretty good job together.
You know, you've been
no,
through
yeah.
like several dimensions together.
Actually, it was. I believe it was in the moment that that we needed to parachute out of the plane onto the seas around. Fuck, where were we? Kim, Morocco? Is that where we went? Monaco. Right. When we went to Monaco, and I want to say Mika Reyes did not stick her landing and slipped into the water, and Oliver had to like catch her and make her like not drown, and that was like me seeing where you were at and reaching out a hand and grabbing you at just the right moment to save you.
Wait, did I get hurt on that landing? Is that what happened?
No, but you like didn't make it right onto the boat. I think you were like your clothes were all soaked when we got on shore, and you were like pissed about it or something like that because you like hit the water.
All right. Yeah, sure. I mean, if nothing else, this is kind of like being in like mid parachute, right? Like maybe not being weirdly gravitationally like pulled at each other, but we're kind of in a weird freefall thing. So
Sure, fair enough. All right. Yeah.
we think back to that, like Oliver and I, like parachute stuff. You know, I got
Because
you.
like remember, and I'm like,
Does that sound familiar,
yeah.
Alex? I don't particularly remember that.
And then I'm gonna.
Well, I also like there was also the part where Mika and Oliver Constantine like became
More
like
than friends.
semi-professional
Lovers.
ballroom dancers in the ballroom at the hotel while the while Tony was like listening to the race car driver like complain about drugs or something like that.
All right.
But like we didn't tell you guys about how Oliver and Mika snuck off to take
So-
dancing lessons.
Anyways, we're gonna take that asset. I'm gonna take 2 efforts worth of speed, lower it to difficulty 2, and I actually rolled exactly a 6 and get a success. So
Great.
all
right.
the zombie things are dead. Thank you.
And it's fine because after this episode, Kim accidentally went back and deleted that video from the YouTube so nobody could check it.
All right. So
Missed
all
the
right,
parachute. That can't be right.
So I guess Mika and Oliver, you kind of like do like grab hands and do a slingshot. Now, describe to me exactly what the effect here is supposed to be. Is Mika is supposed to go back into the enemy, and Oliver is supposed to what, like careen into the wall, or Oliver is supposed to go back into the enemy?
Well, we do
No,
like
well,
a
so
360.
I'm essentially like slingshotting my way around, and I like let go of Oliver, who, I mean, I don't know how much he'll get slingshot away since gravity is weird. I don't know. But the point was to just kind of launch myself back towards the cultists as some kind of weird like cyborg missile. And like skewer up a couple of them, and honestly I figured Oliver could take care of himself, so
All right, sure. Sounds good to me. Okay, so Oliver, you do your little 360. You separate, and Oliver, you sail back towards the wall and the altar and the sarcophagus. And Mika, you sail directly into the enemy. I assume arm blades come out, or arm blade.
yeah, no, I got my blade on one arm, and my other arm is just a mighty cyborg fist smashing at people as I fly by.
Fucking Tony here yet?
I think he's eating some kind of robot dinosaur or something like that.
All right.
He tried to eat me first. Payback's a bitch, dinosaur.
All right, so that's fine. So Tony, you are sort of like running through tunnels. You hear another roar erupt from somewhere in the complex.
Come on, how many dinosaurs?
You pissed off
No,
his
this
mama.
is a bear.
More stormtroopers.
Never ends.
Okay, I mean, I like assume like a, I guess, like a defensive crouch, and like slowly make my way through the caves, slower than running.
Okay, sure. So so it's not too long before the hallway that you're in like sort of ends in like a drop off, and you can see like into this room beyond that seems to be quite large. In fact, probably larger than you think could fit inside the ziggurat from the outside. And you see like several platforms in it that seem to be like sort of like hovering like near midair, and like there seems to be like some sort of light coming from the center of this rather large chamber.
And there's no like I shouldn't like, pause and can I study? Can I study the area?
Yeah.
What do I see? What?
You want to pause and study what exactly?
Like the area, like what is this place? Like what's going on?
So does Tony? What languages does Tony know?
Oh my god.
Chilean, I
Can we put that on
guess.
character sheets?
Where is he from
We
again?
did figure all that out at one point.
Just what?
Panama or something like that?
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Panamanian?
Panamese?
Yeah, Panama and English.
Panama
No,
language?
from
Probably not.
Spanish and English.
Okay. All right. So you see like you're sort of writing on the walls. You see there's like murals that you could only identify as some sort of like Asian. It doesn't seem to be like sandstone anymore, by the way. Like sort of a darker stone.
Can I tell if I'm going like deeper or like
You
further
get the
in?
feeling that that might not be like the right way to think about it. Like I said, this room that you're in does not seem like it could be contained within the structure.
When
that you entered.
does Golgoroth come out?
Soon.
Volximal?
Oh, Voxamal. Sorry. Anyway,
Golgoroth the moon.
yeah,
Or-
Voxamal.
Go
Wait, isn't Volximal
Are there-
the moon, I think.
Yeah,
Are there any other people? Do I see any other like people?
So you don't, but you hear like the message, the sound that would indicate to you that you are like you're receiving like a communication on your speaker, your earphones.
From whom? Okay, yeah, I like put my like listen closely. It's like what's
Sure. So you you answer the call, but like what happens is not necessarily like what you're expecting. You are sort of in communication with someone. You can sort of see their presence, although they're not like physically there clearly. So it's a man. He's dressed in sort of black robes. He wears a symbol that's hanging around his neck in silver, and he seems to be holding some sort of like a long rod.
God?
What?
I said God.
He looks at you and he says, "What manner of spirit are you?"
Are you a god?
I like take a. Is there a way for me to try to like figure out what the hell is going on? Is this like a?
Yeah, you can give me a
Think about
difficulty 3 intellect test to sort of recognize what's going on most immediately.
Oh my god!
If you succeed, Kevin's just gonna like hand us all his notes.
Fuck you, Kevin. I don't succeed.
All right.
I'm like, I have no idea.
Failing that,
crazy.
I will say that you can recognize the symbol around his neck
Okay. What is
because I think you have one.
Is it the symbol of Nazi amphetamines?
No, it's the one that Kim has. The one that
I thought
had.
you both had one. Oh, maybe you threw it away.
I gave
you
mine
talking
because I couldn't like carry.
What is this thing?
It's from the other like those people. The one we didn't know what
The Ibs.
It's an Ib holy symbol.
Ib. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember the name. Ib.
Okay.
I say, what are the symbol of Ib? I say, what the hell is going on here? Who are you?
He says, "The dead may not ask questions of one such as me. Declare who you were."
Is he like physically here?
No, but he is like in like more or less like astral communication with you,
Tell
Or
him
like-
you're his father.
mentally linked.
I like tell him that
I'm trying to reach a Nazi about some amphetamines. Hello?
I was the judge. I was the judgment that came for him, but he ran away.
All right, like sort of like a scowl crosses across his face. He says, "Some sort of demon." I'll have you know I'm well protected.
I say, do you know where my friends are? And can I see the back? Like, I don't know how we're communicating, but can I see the background behind him?
Sure, yeah. So he seems to be like standing. You can see that he's standing in several like glowing circles on the ground.
So have you seen The Last Jedi? That's how.
Oh, I haven't, but I should.
Has nothing to do with it. I mean, maybe.
Okay, so Kevin, I'm going to take this time to use my skill, and you can tell me if it applies. It's a little out
Sure.
there, but it's called Eye for Detail.
Okay.
And it says when I spend 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Okay.
Like 5 minutes or 10 seconds.
10 seconds or so. Like studying an area or whatever, I can ask the GM one question about the area. You must answer truthfully.
Yeah,
blah,
sure.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
Okay, so
I will answer truthfully. What's your question?
So, like, what? Can I find out where he is?
Sure. He is in the city of Ib. He's in.
You got played, son.
Ib City.
You just got played.
Ib City, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I have no idea what to tell this man. I say, in any case, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other soon enough. And then
No, make him get us out of here.
I'm not quite dead.
Get
All
us out of here.
All right. Fair enough. Well, I guess that takes you some time as you ponder. Are you gonna like stay up on this ledge, or are you gonna try to?
No, I'm gonna try to get down.
You're gonna start like climbing down into this chamber.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's also might be possible. So like as you stand there, you can see that the platforms inside seem to be like sort of rotating. It might be possible to like leap to one. You're not sure what you might be able to do once you were there, or if that's a bad idea. Maybe you would starve to death on a rotating platform 100 feet above the ground. But that's an option.
I mean, do they follow any sort of pattern, or are they just like kind of going?
So like, it's they don't move very quickly, so it's hard to tell. And there's quite a few of them, and the room seems to be quite large.
And what's waiting for me at the bottom?
It's a little too dark to see. You can see like a purple glow from down below, but that's about it.
I think I'll take my chances climbing down.
Fair enough. All right, you begin to climb down. All right, so Mika, you are flying towards several cultists. You can see that you see the head honcho, whatever we want to call him, the Drac,
Honcho?
sort of like exiting the room down a hallway. As you are somewhat preoccupied.
Is it like remotely possible for me to follow him, considering our current gravitational situation?
If you give me, if you can design a way for that to happen, then go for it. I don't see it, but you're more clever than I am.
Here's the real question is this: if Oliver and I are like, say we're like standing right next to each other, like,
okay,
could we just kind of like float around?
Yeah,
you guys could fly, is what he's saying. That's what I'm hearing.
Like, if the question is, does normal gravity affect you? And the answer is no.
Okay, we're just each other. Other than that, we kind of like freely float in space.
Right. Well, you can other objects, you can push off them or be impacted by them or whatnot.
Okay. So yeah. So I guess Oliver is, as I like launch myself towards this. Do you want me to roll like an attack on, I don't know, the first cultist that I hit?
Sure. I think that makes sense. I think it would be a difficulty. I would probably increase it 2 steps, but I'd say you deal more damage if you're able to connect here because you're a missile.
So I have a little bit of momentum. So what's the difficulty? Is it 7 now?
No, it'd be 6.
6.
19
Not hot.
difficulty.
All right. So I'll try to bash him again. So that'll reduce it by 2 down to 4, and then I'll use a bite point to make it 3, and then we'll roll. I lost roll 20 here. There we go. No success.
Nope.
All right, so that's fine. I guess he like.
No XP?
Nah, not that I want to use on this. So I kind of like. I guess like I miss him, but I just want to try to. I call out to Oliver. I say like, if you can get over here, we can pursue whatever that is.
Well, so you're like sort of like flying through the air, and you are about to fly back towards Oliver and him towards you. So getting him to you is not really the difficult part. Like that's basically going to happen regardless.
All right, what if I grab this cultist and use him as like padding, so we don't
you
like
can certainly
slam
try
each
to
other?
grab him and hold on to him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Oliver, you it's clear you're going to like in some way impact the far wall. What do you want to do with that situation?
Suicide. Just head first. Like, I don't know. Oliver wants to. Is there anything else between me and the wall?
Did you? How long does your X-ray vision last?
I don't.
All right, that's fine. So I will say this: as you're like spinning through the air, you can see that the chamber above you is filled with water, and the ceiling is not particularly thick.
All right, I want to shoot it.
All right, give me a speed test. Probably, I don't know, 2, 3. Go with 2.
2? All right, then I'm just gonna leave it and go for it.
Yeah. All right. So you begin like shooting laser gun fire into the ceiling, and like I managed to open up a somewhat decent sized fissure, and like water begins like spraying out. But you're still like, do you want to like try to bounce off the far wall? Do you want to try to like catch on to it? Do you want to like?
Yeah, I will. Well, I don't think there's anything to catch on to exactly.
There's like, I don't know, statuary and stuff. These are like carved walls, right? This is like a ritual chamber.
So I guess the question is, how fast are we going? I don't feel like we're going terribly fast.
We have been narrating like a pretty small amount of time, right? Like this is like the speed of gravity. So like, if you jumped off a, 20-foot building, it'd take you like a second to like reach the ground, right?
You're saying we managed to push away from each other with equal force as what's compelling us together?
No, you went in a slightly different direction.
But meaning the amount of the force is the same, not the direction. But
most of it.
Okay.
Remember, the direction of gravity like changes as you like rotate around each other, so you like maintain your momentum.
Well, right. But can I just like skid my feet along the ground and try and?
Okay,
stop?
like the
because
problem
here's
is
what
that
happened. We were standing and started like going towards each other, but I imagine we started going towards each other as in like stumbling along the ground, kind of.
No.
Sort of.
No. This is the regular gravity, downward gravity. The floor is not.
But we're on the ground, so what about us falling towards each other would have made us like also move up in the air just because regular gravity is not?
Nothing.
So then why wouldn't we have like kind of like tripped along the ground as we were falling toward you? My feet are on the ground and I start falling towards something. I'm gonna like.
All right, imagine you're standing on a completely vertical surface. Do you like stumble down it, or you just fall?
But my feet would still be touching it.
For like a second, yeah.
Or like I wouldn't move any further away than I could just reach my foot down and like touch that.
Sure, yeah, you can kick off the ground if you want.
Okay. I guess that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure to what effect.
I guess maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying, because if I'm falling off a vertical surface, nothing about the force of gravity is going to move me any distance away from that surface. So like,
I agree.
So like, I should just be able to like angle my feet down and try and like run them along the ground to slow myself. I want to like scuff my feet along the ground.
So like as soon as you touch the ground, you're just gonna like start spinning, because there's no down. The force of gravity is not pushing you down towards the floor at all. There's no more downward force. So like, yeah, you can like touch the floor and like it might slow you down a little bit, but like it's not. You can't just, as soon as that action happens, you're going to start like spinning or moving in a different direction.
Okay, I don't see why that has to be the case. If my feet are angled away from the surface, all right, whatever. I mean, if I'm falling at like the rate of gravity towards the wall, then like I'm going to die. The idea of like grabbing a statue that's sticking out of it or something like doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm flying like 20 feet across the room at the rate of normal gravity, like that's not like me just like casually grabbing a statue.
So you're not falling towards the wall. You've just been like slingshotted, and now you're going to start falling back towards Kim, because that is where gravity is taking you. Right, you're arcing.
But that was my point about how fast we're going. You're saying the force at which we pushed off each other was equal to the force that we're coming together. So then, like, if that's the case, then I'm going to hit the wall going that force. And if that's not the case, then like, at what point does the force start breaking off back towards Mika? Because in that case, like, why would I even hit the wall or be going very fast at all in order to hit the wall?
Doesn't matter. Just get on with it.
I mean, I can draw you a diagram if you want. You guys did like an orbital slingshot thing, right? So like you now have kinetic momentum. That kinetic momentum is converting to potential momentum or potential energy, and you will start falling back towards Kim. At the apex of your arc away from him, you are going to touch the wall.
Okay, that was my question, was at what point in my arc away from him is the wall itself? You're saying it's all the way at the end.
Yep.
Yes, I would like to stay on the wall. I want to try and grab something.
All right.
And pull Kim back towards me in a sense.
Makes sense. All right, give me a speed test. This is probably difficulty 3.
All right. Whatever. Let me blow what I think I've got here. I'm gonna lower it to a 2. Last bit. There you go.
Okay, cool. All right. So you find a statue and you kind of like grab onto it. You wrap your arm through around with the statue's arms, and you are now just like dangling there. Sort of horizontal, depending on how you look at it. All right, and Kim, you are doing what?
So, I mean, I'm gonna kind of look to try to, when Oliver and I come back together, somehow prevent us from like causing damage, and then as soon as we're together, I'm gonna like hold on to him. Or I would try to yell out to him to like hold on to me, and then use my cyborg arms to like crawl along the ground or ceiling, or like I don't know, whatever surface we're near, to go after the big dude the cult leader nothingness dude.
Okay, so like as you're sort of careening back down towards Oliver, you can see that like water is sort of like pouring down from the ceiling, and Oliver is like hanging on to a statue like on the far wall. So
I say, like, let go. If we're together, we can move more freely.
No, but I don't want to move towards you. I want you to come over here and we'll be together on this end of the room.
I mean,
Wow.
I guess I'm not really like tethered to anything. So regardless of what's happening, I'm coming towards Oliver.
That's my point. I don't want us to be coming together in that sense. I want you to be the only one moving. And then you can arrive on the wall with me and we can at least be here on the same side of the room while it fills with water and not like separated and fighting.
All right. So I mean, I fall back to where Oliver is.
okay, so you are gonna have to like I guess decide how you want to break your fall on Oliver.
Fist to face.
So Oliver is hanging on to
Well,
a
so
statue.
he doesn't need to necessarily break his fall, right? Doesn't he have these like fucking crazy rocket arms? Can't he that are made out of metal? Can't he just like? What did you use to like punch through the wall of a cliff before?
I
I
mean,
don't see how that helps.
I have.
You want him to like punch through you?
No, but he could like reach out his hand before he gets to me and slam it through the wall and like let
Oh.
it catch him.
Sure.
If his hand's just made out of steel or whatever, like
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. I will try to essentially like land by Oliver without landing on Oliver.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So you want to like do like the rocket punch into the floor to like make a handhold? Is that the idea here?
I'll do whatever I have to, just so I don't like skewer through Oliver.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so
If
give me a difficulty 4 might test.
Okay.
To I don't know, destroy a handhold in the floor to
Does
slow yourself.
does bashing apply?
Yeah. Yes, it would.
like
Alright.
3/4 ass.
Come on. I'll spend an XP.
We just cannot succeed.
All right, never mind. I kill Oliver, I guess.
All right.
Fine. Oliver's.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys are going to smash together. You're both going to take 6 points of might damage. Now, no armor.
You guys are gonna smash together.
All right, and you guys just kind of like like bounce off each other for a second, and then are kind of like floating there in maybe not midair, but like you're definitely suspended above the floor. The cultists seem to be like making a hurried exit to the room as it's like filled with about a foot of water in the. It's like very rapidly filling with water.
My last 4 rolls have been a 6, a 5, a 3, and a 2.
Well,
Nobody's worse than Oliver when it comes to rolling. I mean, come on.
All right. So what do you guys want to do as the water begins to like fill the room?
So if we're together, we'll just crawl along the ceiling or the wall, or I don't know. We're gonna go towards whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter what the side of the room is now. We'll crawl along it.
Okay, but there's no no remarks, no, because just what is you guys are
I say, sorry about that. Hold on to my back.
Oliver's just like struck by the gravity of the situation, so he doesn't say
oh my
anything.
god.
I mean, you did this, Kevin, so you don't get to roll your
That's true.
eyes.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So Tony, you begin to like as you're descending this room, you can see the bottom is some sort of like pool of water, and in the center there's like a purplish light sort of glowing, and you can see like that the water is like sort of like slowly draining out of the bottom of this chamber.
Okay. Does the water look dangerous, or is it like normal water?
Oh, it looks particular. It looks sort of normal. You can
Can I
you
tell
can
how
hear.
deep it is?
It looks not really, but it looks like it's as deep as you can. You don't see like the bottom.
Okay, I like just I like pause to. You said it's draining. Am I above them or to the side of them? If they're on the ceiling.
We don't fucking know.
I don't know if you should use direction in relation to them. That seems like folly. Yeah, I mean, in metagame that seems pretty clear.
Okay. Is it? Can I assume that we have kept in touch?
Yeah, you guys radios are working. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly how you would determine that you're above them, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't want to like metagame and be like, hey guys, there's like giant pool of water draining. Like. So I'll radio over. I was like, listen, I don't know which way to go. There's like a giant room. There's floating platforms. There's magical wizards of Ib trying to get in contact with me. I'm a busy man. Where are you guys? I killed my dragon. Dinosaur.
We're together. I don't know. We told you what direction to go to get to the room, I think.
I don't think
last
we
session.
did.
Nobody had any idea where I was. I said
was that
talked.
William? We told somebody which direction to go to get to this room because you were like, "How do I get to you?"
That was William.
That's what I say. I talked to headquarters, and for them, only 12 hours passed.
We heard. It sounded like a bunch of get over down here soon.
I'm trying to find you.
Well, we haven't seen any rooms with floating platforms and Ib gods, so like I don't know how to tell you how to get here from there.
I say giant pool of water, floating platforms.
All right. So all of you now, you can hear like your radio sort of tune back in for a second, and you hear someone saying like, "Yeah, no, he sounded like he was having like a really bad trip."
Son of a bitch.
I mean, Nazi amphetamines.
Yeah.
Say what you will about the Nazis, they make good drugs.
Hey,
defend yourself, Tony.
Headquarters. Are we back on? Are we back on comms? Hello.
He says, "Yes, ma'am. He's coming back in." You hear like a female voice, an older female voice, come on the comms. Says, "Hello, Agent. What's your status?"
Say,
you guys can hear it too, by the way.
Say, currently trying to deal with a life or death situation. My chest is. I like look down. I say, only about 3% shrapnel. Bleeding, a little bit internal, mostly external. I can't speak for Reyes or Constantine, but I don't think they're doing too hot either.
Mickey, you're like the leader of this show. Why don't you say something?
I say, I'll have to debrief you fully when we get back to base. It's a little too complicated to describe over comms, but we're in some deep shit here.
All right. She says, "All right, Agent. I need you to give me your location immediately. I'll send as much help as I can, but I need to know where you are."
That one's gonna be tough, boss.
Fucking dinosaur world.
She says, "This is fucking serious."
Never been more serious in my life.
Oh wow.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, I like as Mika is like fighting things on the other side. I say, listen, the anomaly Whatever it was, it's a sort of interdimensional portal. I'm not tripping. I haven't taken drugs in.
They mentioned
Man,
that
I
they were.
miss drugs.
They said they knew about
the
that, right?
amphetamines
So-
have made my mind crystal clear,
last-
guys. I'm not joking.
They said they knew about the anomaly, right? So the answer to your question, boss, is go through the anomaly, across the
Third
the
world to the
shit-filled
left.
trenches, across the ship-filled trenches to the city. I don't remember the name of the city, but there's like a tower from an evil sorcerer there. Go inside the tower and through another portal, then down the mountain, across the farms, and up to 12.5, and you'll find us.
We'll be at the ziggurat fighting the dinosaurs. Can't miss it.
I tell them, I say, listen, Gianetti's dead. Dario Oreco, he gave us the connection, and we followed it, and we found the anomaly, and we got pulled through it.
All right. She says, all right, Agent. Assuming what any of you say is not complete, nonsense.
Malarkey.
I need you to get as much as you can from there and get out.
We don't know how to get out. If we could have gotten out, we would have gotten out like a week ago, you dumb bitch.
I say, what Oliver is trying to say is that we're stuck. We have no idea. We've been pursuing the same guy.
Dude.
Yeah. We've been pursuing the same guy this entire time. And essentially following him through different locations.
One time there were 3 of him.
We don't know how to get back. We're trying. I'm trying.
All right, fair enough. All right, so what are you guys doing in the? What is everybody doing?
I mean, I guess while we're doing this, we're pursuing the cult leader, dude. If he's our best lead on somebody who might know what's going on, right?
I guess, but he's like getting far away from us at this point, right? He was like on the other side of the room.
Pretty limited mobility.
No, I mean,
He was on the other side of the room down a crazy like
Oliver,
gravity
so
bending
Oliver
hallway.
is like clutched to my back, right? I'm just gonna use my cyborg arms to crawl along the ceiling with like no friction or gravity or anything like that. I should be able to like zoom along.
It's like climbing up a wall.
All right, fair enough. So you're gonna just start pulling yourself down tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fly like an eagle.
All right, cool. No problem. So, Alex, you sort of near the surface of the water here, and the room seems to be coming to like a bowl shape. And near the center, you can see what looks like a purple kind of like crystal, just sort of suspended in the middle of the air.
And I reach it with a. Oh, okay.
Well, so actually, it's not
it?
suspended in the air yet. It is beneath the surface of the water, but it will soon be in the air.
I see. Can I swim to it?
Yeah, sure.
I push off the wall. I push off the wall and dive. And,
okay, no problem. So
as fast as I can. Hopefully, I get there before it.
So as you near it, the static sort of seems to fade away from the radio transmissions, and you can you can hear the director giving you guys orders pretty clearly, and as you approach it, you can see into this crystal, and you can see what looks like a beach with crashing waves on the other side.
So guys, I see a distant shore. I say, Mika.
Game over.
I say, Mika, Oliver. I think I found another portal.
Where are you?
Yeah, all right.
I say
Where?
I think it's gonna be out of reach soon. I'm in a room that's like filled with water, but it's draining quick.
Does it lead back home? Because whatever boss lady's name is just told us we had to report back. So
Yeah. It definitely
Can't
looks
disobey
like
her
it's
orders.
back home.
We gotta wait here for backup, guys. Just wait. Just hold tight.
are you sure it's leading back home?
Yeah, 100% home.
All right. Yeah. All right. You're in the room with water. Well, we're in a room filling with water. So
All right. Realizing or hoping that he's in the water or in the room above us, I guess.
Right. Sure.
I'm going to, I guess, launch us off the wall towards wherever the water is coming in, and try to climb up through the water.
Through the water?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a cyborg. I don't give a shit.
it's a thing.
This is
He's
an
got
interesting
propeller feet.
situation. So, like,
Propeller feet.
as the water like pulls Oliver off your back with its force of
He's
you know.
a strong dude. He can hold
Is
on.
this,
Hold on.
is this
Hold
water
on.
stronger than gravity? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, even if it does wash him off, he's gonna be like pulled back to me. So
Well, yeah, no, it's a pretty interesting
you're
situation.
gonna drown.
I think actually in this case, this whole like gravity snafu thing is
Yeah,
a huge help for us.
Thanks, call
All right.
leader.
All right, so the water's sort of like rushing through at a pretty significant force. I'm going to say it's a difficulty 7 might check, which is made possible by your like robot strength and I don't know, burying your hands in solid stone type maneuvers.
Do I see them, Tim?
No, but I think they've been communicating to you that they might be in a room.
No,
below
but
you.
like, okay, so do I see like robot hands like goat seeing this hole?
Didn't have to put it that way, Alex.
You
You didn't have
Yeah,
to.
but now
Plenty of
all of you know
ways to be
exactly
afraid.
what I'm talking. Now all of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so
I don't know
do
what you're talking about.
This is important.
I'm okay with the fact that I'm not okay with that. I don't know. What you're
All right,
talking
I can show you exactly what he's talking about later.
about. Nope. That's
Um,
all right.
All right, I don't know, sure.
Okay, because I have enable others,
Okay,
which
all right.
I can give an asset to another one that's someone that's attempting a physical task, so I could like tell them like what rock to grab onto, or like
All right.
I don't even know what
Go, grab onto the wet one.
the wettest rock.
All right. So, so you said it's starting at difficulty what, 7?
7, yeah.
And I get an asset from Tony, like cheering us on from the other side.
I guess so.
It's like you could do it.
Maybe
Put your head
gotta
on
go
that
on,
rock.
Tony's like the way out is right here. You just have to climb up this column of water.
Just
All
let
right.
Oliver go. You'll do much better by yourself.
So Tony's bumps it down to a 6. This is a might check. I can do 1 might effort.
Nick, help him out.
Actually, I
Don't
can
do
do
it.
2.
I don't think I can. I think anything I could do would end up like hindering him.
If I do 2 effort, that's 5, right? Minus 2 would be 3.
Kev, can I swim down to help? How far is it? Like, can I like?
You can, but I think the danger there would be that you would just get stuck through the hole yourself.
Oh, it's really big. Like I would.
Yeah, it's definitely like person sized. Although if you just want to go through yourself,
I think it's probably really easy for you to go through down to the other room. Yeah, it's fine. The cheering is fine. The 1 asset is fine. I don't know what you're gonna do to give us more than 1 asset. So, I'll spend 2 might effort
right.
to lower it another 2 down to 4.
We'll
So
make
that's
this
a
whole much
12. Can I take an asset from literally being a superhuman monster with a robot? Like
I think that's what's letting you take the attempt this action.
have an
first.
enhanced body. I can
That's what's
interface with things.
Well, anyway, while this is happening, Oliver, can you like take a look at this crystal here? See if this portal is like, if this would take
Can I
us back.
see it from here through like?
I don't know. Don't you have
column
any
of
like
water that we're trying to
abilities?
swim up?
Yeah.
Can't you see through matter?
Can't you see through
Yeah, but
stuff?
it's like a specific thing I have to do, and I don't know. I don't,
Plus,
I
like,
don't know.
you're not
We were
doing
playing
anything.
slightly fast and loose with it before, but like, I don't know. It's more that I would say, without even using a thing, if this thing's emanating lots of like crazy other dimensional energy, I could probably kind of get a sense.
All right. Well, I don't get us through. I re-rolled twice, and I cannot roll better than.
It's fine.
I used all my
we
XP.
We can't seem to roll.
So I get washed back
well.
down. We stay here forever.
Fine.
We'll wait for backup.
All right.
Alright,
So what are you
well,
doing, Alex?
if I see them struggling, I'm gonna like swim down, but I'm gonna try to like avoid the hole, obviously. And is there any like rocks or anything along the floor that I can like grab onto to stop myself from getting overrun? You know, getting swept into the hole.
You have a feeling if you swam down there, you would pretty much just get like sucked through.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I have rope from Earth Prime
Okay, sure.
on my equipment list. Like, I don't know if
I
it.
think rope would still work in all of these dimensions.
I think
I don't know.
the problem at this point is that I have like no might points left. Between the damage and this try, I cannot spend more might effort.
I will pull you out. Don't worry.
All right.
So what are you going to tie the rope to?
I like lasso it around the crystal.
All right, sure. So you lasso around the crystal, and it
It seems to not be going. The crystal seems to not be going anywhere. So.
No, it moves.
Oh, it's also going down.
I mean, if you tie as you push it, it moves out of place.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, well then I'm swimming down with it.
Okay.
Whatever.
You're just gonna tie the
I
crystal
thought
around it. Try the
thought
rope
it
around the
was
crystal, and then
reality spiked into place.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tie it around the place, and I'll just barrel down for Kim trying to climb in.
I guess the real question is, how's the druid gonna get through this portal?
Not my problem.
And
All right.
and if William Pembroke comes along and brings his dinosaurs, are they gonna fall apart wherever we go? Is dinosaurs just gonna start
It's gonna
fossilizing
be
right in
pretty
front
sad.
So okay, I was like, here comes the crystal. Hopefully, whatever we did last time. Anyway, as the torrent rushes me towards the hole, and I see Mika and Oliver, I'll I don't know, pull the crystal in closer.
yeah, sure. All right. So you and the crystal both get sucked through the hole into this room, and you can see Mika and Oliver floating in midair, back to back. I assume bickering about something or the other.
I'm not sure Mika has the constitution to bicker right now.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, if they're
And what is Oliver's demeanor?
been here before. Butt to butt with Mika Reyes,
The problem is that we're just floating in the middle of the room, we're literally helpless.
yeah. Oliver looks pretty terrified that he's about to get somehow murdered by the rest of those cultists that are floating around as well in the water, maybe, or something. I don't know. I don't really know what happened to them.
so.
What?
They left the room.
They left the room. Oh, I don't know. Oliver's a little mind boggled by this, but he sees this strange crackling of something otherworldly coming towards him and is intrigued.
Okay. Do you want to do any sort of thing, or?
I don't know that there's anything really viable or helpful to do there. Can I see that it's Tony?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony gets
I'll-
sucked down into the room.
I just didn't know if it was a torrent of water, kind of making it hard to tell. Yeah, no, I mean, if Tony's coming towards us and I see something, I'm like, let's go.
What you want? How am I supposed to get to you? I'm falling straight down.
No. You get sucked through the hole into this chamber that they're in. I mean, it's filling with
You're
water,
coming
but
towards it,
yeah.
in a sense.
Okay, but which way is? But I'm falling down with the water. Am I not?
Yeah.
But into a pool of water.
Oh, okay. How tall is it?
I don't really understand the question.
Okay, so I go through the hole and I fall down. How far do I fall?
It's
before I hit
it's a
pool of
room
water?
size. It's 10
Oh,
feet or
The
something.
room's filling with water.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm So I look at them like floating around. I'm like, what the hell? I was like,
We're not just floating because of the gravity thing. We're just floating
Say,
in a gigantic pool of water.
A wizard tricked us.
I like
But we punched him with a gun.
I like lasso the other end of the rope and like, I don't know,
You
throw it at
yank
them.
it over. Okay, kind of like
Pull them
like
towards me.
yeah, sure. It floats out of the water as you tug at it.
Yeah. So I like I get them like closer to me, or I climb towards them, whichever one, and I'm like, look at this thing, and I like show them the distant shore in the crystal.
Yeah. Well, let's look at that. How does it look?
How do we activate it? Boop, boop, boop,
What do we
boop, boop.
see?
Right. So as you gaze into it, Oliver, you can see a myriad of other realms, and you get the impression that should you devote a significant amount of mental energy into it, then you could shift to another one.
All right.
Or
I would love to do that. I would love to shift out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Before we drown, or so that we could at least get some kind of meaningful gravity.
Sure. Yeah. So it's 5 intellect points
Okay.
need to be spent to do this.
All right. I do actually happen to know that I had 8 last time because it was extremely low. So I remember for sure I had 8. So I can do it.
All right. So you like sort of stare through it, and all of you sort of like everything sort of like fades to black, and then you hear the sound of gulls and the crashing of waves as you come to with the sort of the sand beneath your feet. Someone like yelling in your ear, and like the sun shining down from overhead. You can see sort of down the beach. There's like some people in like a blanket and stuff, and the
Statue of Liberty is like kind of sticking out of the sand.
No, you can. Yeah, it seems to be like a somewhat similar civilized area, and your comms are sort of like blaring as you kind of like shake off the sand and like brush it off your faces. And that is.
Are and I butt to butt still?
No. You guys are.
Come on, man.
Nice.
Come on.
Listen, I said I had to keep making the intrusions like worse and worse until you guys decided to stop taking them. So maybe this is just like a permanent thing.
Yeah, maybe someday.
All right. Well, shore's over. We made it to the shore. That's clearly the end of the campaign. Thanks for 3 years.
All right.
Mission. We accomplished the mission.
Did we?
Wait, do we still have the crystal?
Yeah, the crystal's there.
Oh snap! All right, let's
get a Cypher.
If we get in trouble, we just leave this world and go back to some other.
Is the crystal itself a Cypher?
It's an artifact, actually.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm writing this down.
all right, I guess we just leave it at that. Let's fade it out, I guess. We hear a dull thud as Oliver and a dinosaur land next to us.
Well, your Oliver, your smartphone with a little extra smart starts ringing.
Yes, I think. Nice.
What is it? Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
You pick it up, realize it's wet and it's broken.
You look at your background; it has like a dinosaur on it.
No, it's like a Google Pixel 9. It's like totally waterproof.
Pixel 9.
All right, so we will leave the distant shore there for this leg
here.
And
I don't know. Hopefully, we could do it again in this. It's only February.
We'll see what happens.
January.
We'll see what happens, but that's it. Thanks, guys, for playing.
Alrighty.
All right, and then did we want to? I mean, we can leave it there for tonight, or we can, if you want to go over some other stuff for next week, Alex. You're more than welcome.
Well, I mean, we could probably take it off.
Why don't you exit for the purposes of YouTube? And
fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, this has been The Distant Shore. Thanks everybody for watching. you've been watching this on YouTube, you should come check out our Twitch channel. If you've been watching this on Twitch, you should come check out our YouTube channel. We are live from beyond, and this has been The Distant Shore, a Cypher system game. Thanks, guys.